And this is what Kho Kho has done to India and to the world. The youngsters coming in numbers. And of course, this is the great game. The first quarterfinal of Kho Kho World Cup 2025. Uganda versus New Zealand. Women's first quarterfinal is live next.
Hi, this is Khushmeet Kaur Sidhu and I am the captain of Team New Zealand. I play as a defender as well as attacker.
Hi everyone, this is Amandeep here, vice captain from Team New Zealand. I play Kho Kho and I am all-rounder in my team.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Brazil in the Kho Kho team for New Zealand.
I started as a player and then I loved this game. And I felt in sometimes there was no team. Then I made my own team because I don't want it to stop the game. So yeah, this is how, since the day I'm playing this game, the passion just keep growing and yeah, I love this game.
When I get to know about Kho Kho, and I used to play in India for the district level. So when I got to know that New Zealand has a Kho Kho team, then I was so happy and excited to join again. So that's when I just came into touch with our captain, and then now we both are team captains.
I was always passionate about sports, but never got, since from my childhood, never got much opportunities. I started playing Kho Kho at the age of 35, and today I'm 40, and playing in the World Cup is like a biggest opportunity of the life, and I'm totally enjoying it. I'm feeling so proud.
We're determined. I think we show up every day for training, and we train for 2 hours, if not more, most days. So that takes a lot of determination, and we're determined to get everything right and perfect, I guess. Not perfect, but right. And become better at our roles.
I feel really proud to be part of World Cup, and then this will be my biggest thing, that New Zealand team is the biggest example of women empowerment.
And this is qualifier match number 1. Up first, let's welcome the women's team of New Zealand!
Well then, they've come here to win the laurels of the fans of India. They've come here to get the laurels of their country. They've taken the India's game to New Zealand. They are the runners-up of Group D. New Zealand, winning 3, losing 1 in their pool, are coming out with a lot of hopes and confidence.
And up against them is the team of Uganda!
Three wins and a loss in Group B, but that did not defy them the top spot in Group B. They are the winners. On point difference, Uganda have emerged victorious, but a lot of confidence, lot of talent, and they've got the expertise. They know how to attack and defend, and they have a competitive game on the cards.
Let's also welcome our dignitaries amongst the teams. Of first, Mr. M.S. Tyagi, General Secretary and Asian Kho Kho Treasurer. And joining him is Mr. Prashant Patankar, Co-Convener, Referee Board.
Well then, this is the moment. These players stand in honor of their flag, in the honor of their country. It's the time for the national anthems of both the teams.
Let's all rise for the national anthem of New Zealand. And now for the national anthem of Uganda.
What a moment for both the teams to have qualified for the quarterfinals of the first Kho Kho World Cup. Of course, they've had their mixed emotions in the group, but then this is one of the greatest moments, isn't it? The first quarterfinal and the toss is on the cards. A vital moment.
Tail. What do you want? Chasing. Toss won by Uganda, taken chasing.
Uganda winning the toss and they'll be attacking first. They've been an attacking side. They've gone beyond the 100-point mark once they were on to 95 against Australia. A strong attacking side. They win the toss. Attack first. My name is Munish Jolly. Welcoming Chetan Narula. Welcome back, Chetan. Little fumbles in the morning, but then cold morning in Delhi. But there's a lot of heat on the mat.
Thank you, Manish. Yes, the action is going to heat up here at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. New Zealand led by Kho Kho Sidhu, and they have some fantastic defensive and attacking players. Alyssa, Grace, Ashley Palmer, the Wazir, Jyoti Rani, the Wazir. But Parinoor, jersey number 2, she is 11 years old and she is their defensive superstar.
Talk about the superstars in the stars. Both the teams are warming up on the court. Uganda's there. The lineup is out. Orama, Nakumba, Ujil Grace, the 3 players. Right there, looking very jubilant at the moment, Uganda. And they've chosen what they do the best. They attack very well. They've got the Wazir doing wonderfully well in the league games. And this is the 12 of Uganda. Look out for number 3, Ujil Grace, who's the Wazir, and Nalubega, the Wazir, in number 10. Both of them will be going full throttle. Live action coming. The first quarterfinal of Kho Kho World Cup in a while. New Zealand, they'll need to defend well. They've had their mixed emotions in the Group D. Played for 1-3, 3-1, but Uganda, strong attacking side. We're going down to the live wire. Countdown begins, and the game will begin shortly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
So Amandeep Kaur, Parinur Kaur Sidhu and Mankirat Kaur are the three defenders of New Zealand. The first attacking turn for Uganda. They won the toss. They elected to attack.
This is the strongest defensive batch for New Zealand, and they've got the most important tag, have they? They have got the 11-year defensive start. Parinur, the first tag, the first attacking points on the board for Uganda. This is a fantastic start. Remember, this is the batch that has spent a lot of time. Mankirat is also tagged out. What a fantastic start for Uganda. This is Munish.
That's strong. Within 25 seconds, they get two players. They're on to 4 Uganda. Wrong direction, so she'll have to come back. And excitement building up here at the IG venue in New Delhi. Again, a direction change, so no tagging given. 4 is what you're going to have at the moment.
This batch for New Zealand had spent a lot of time on the mat against both Peru and Poland. But now they are all out in 49 seconds. Uganda with 6 points on the board, winning the toss and opting to attack. New Zealand probably unsure what has hit them. Look at this. This is what started off the day. Parinur, the defensive superstar, tagged first up.
And who tagged her first? The Wazir. And Wazirs are the most dangerous players on a Kho Kho court, who have that ability of going on either directions on one half of the court. That is where the Wazir is now. A quick Kho given. Just 49 seconds to wipe the first defensive batch. How long are they going to take this time? If they claimed one, they got one.
Another one tagged out. This is Alisa, jersey number 95. Grace with the hard yards, jersey number 90. And has got a running tag there. The Wazir, Ojil Grace with 2 more points. Uganda on the attack. New Zealand, not sure what has hit them here. Etnur, the only defender left in batch 2. This is 30 seconds and already we are more than halfway into batch 2 here.
A good coordination now by Uganda. Quick passes given to the sitting attackers. And there they go. Oh, quick change there. That was a very intelligent change by Nankumba, wearing the number 2 jersey for Uganda. They're creating that pressure. Wazir comes in. She's going to hunt her down. And she does it in style. 55 seconds for the second batch on court for New Zealand.
Defense is a strength for New Zealand, but now they are running helter-skelter because Uganda are using their own strength. This is Alisa and Grace. This was the post tag there. Then the Wazir chasing Grace. They are strong players, athletic players from New Zealand, but have no response for Uganda's attack at the moment. Wazir, Grace with the immense tags first up.
Well, they're enjoying their dancing already. Kushmeet Kaur Sidhu with the number 7 t-shirt. With number 10 is Rajwinder Kaur and number 13 is Ramandeep Kaur. Those are the defenders for New Zealand at the moment. But look at the coordination of Uganda. Now they tag once again, and that's an easy tag. Number 13, Ramandeep Kaur is going back to the dugout. Another tagging done. Uganda on fire.
Uganda had a tough group. They played against England, against Kenya, and they survived. Not only survived, they won. They put on attacking masterclasses, and they are using their speed, their agility to full use here. New Zealand have been hit hard. This is already the 3rd batch on the mat, and only 1 defender remaining. Jersey number 10, Rajwinder Kaur. But now, can she go for a late change of direction? Is there an appeal? Yes, the umpire raises his finger. End of batch number 3. Uganda fiercely on the attack. 18 points to the good.
48 seconds. And the 3rd batch goes back to the dugout. It's been sent rather. And Uganda are rejoicing. The dugout is dancing. And the players on the court are focused on the defenders. So the last batch will be the weakest batch of New Zealand. They haven't really done well. 4:27 left in turn 1. Well, she tried her best, isn't it? Rajwinder Kaur. But then took a while to give that dodge. Wasn't successful, but they're enjoying 7 and 14. Well, the score at the moment is 18 for Uganda. They'll fetch more and they'll fetch maximum in this attacking turn.
I had a thought that New Zealand might be happy at losing the toss, and they were put into defense first, but another tag comes in. But the way Uganda has hit them, not sure New Zealand have a response as of yet. Simran is on the court, as is Jyoti Rani, who also doubles up as the Wazir when New Zealand are on the attack. But right now, it's about defense. Right now, it's about running that clock down. Can these 2 ladies run that clock down for New Zealand? They are struggling in defense today, which is usually their strength.
Jyoti is doing well, wearing the number 9 t-shirt. Oh, they're claiming a touch given! Simran Kaur wanted to come in and take away that attention, but she was caught unawares. And another tagging done. 52 seconds taken by the fourth batch of New Zealand, and they are all out.
Less than a minute on each batch. Ashley Palmer, who is usually the wazir when New Zealand attacks, Simran and Jyoti, who is another wazir for New Zealand. They had defensive duties here, but Uganda on the attack, 24 points to the good. Now this is batch number 1, once again on the mat. Can their defensive superstars do the job for New Zealand now? Run the clock down. Halfway through the innings left here.
Well, halfway down in turn 1, another tagging done. They're claiming a TV review now. She's not happy about with the decision given. Amandeep Kaur has gone for a television review.
TV umpire, defender review.
TV umpire for this game, Sudeep Masakar. What will his decision be? Amandeep Kaur, she's an all-rounder, useful in both attack and defense. She is claiming a change of direction from jersey number 9 for Uganda.
Defender is not out.
The wrong direction chosen, and that's experience for Amandeep Kaur. Very confident before she raised her hand for the TV review. And of course, at the moment, Uganda still on 24, but they are on a very strong start. How long will this badge last? They lasted for 49 seconds when they came here. Not given, wrong direction, no touch either. And of course, skydive going in vain.
Awori, jersey number 9, putting a skydive this time around, but still no tag. This is batch number 5, which is obviously the batch number 1, because New Zealand have already been all out once. You get a tag out, you get 2 points. Pursuing the defenders here hard. This batch, again, this has been their defensive star. New Zealand, their defense is their strength. Can they keep going? Can they run the clock down? Amandeep Kaur this time. She is dragged. This time, Awori finally gets her 2 points.
Well, just ran out of ideas and was caught unawares. And quick, Nawori wearing the number 9 t-shirt. There she is again, once again, moving away from the post. Didn't get a grip that she wanted. And what was she doing? Number 5, Mankirat Kaur. Right in the mouth of the lioness. Not given, in fact, it was the wrong direction chosen. So lucky for New Zealand. But look at the lead, 26-0 in favour of Uganda now.
Now, Parinur just trying to get into her defensive group, just hopping across the central lane. So is Mankirat. They're looking over their shoulder. They were hit hard, hit very quickly, hit very early on. In the first turn, there's a change of direction and Parinur survives once more. Now, can these two girls find their rhythm, find their momentum? They are defending well now.
Where Parinur is doing a better job what she did in the previous attempt when she came in the first batch. This is batch number 5, but in sequence, this was the first batch for New Zealand. And they are playing more sensibly. It seems that they've held on to their nerves. Oh, commentators curse. Not given, in fact. Direction change. So, 26. The score remains for Uganda.
This is a defensive technique at its best. Parinur just looking back at her shoulder. And can she cross the central lane? No, this time the burst of speed is enough to send her back. Finally, another tag coming after 2 minutes 20 seconds. Mankirat, though, is still on the mat.
Well, they can just put one feather in the cap, New Zealand, if they can manage to stay for another 30 seconds, because that makes them eligible for a dream run. Any batch lasting on the court for 3 minutes and beyond will get bonus dream run points, which is 1 in number. Every 30 seconds after 3 minutes will fetch them 1 bonus point.
Wazir this time, quick course coming in. Mankirat is out with a running tag. Awori, jersey number 9. She had gotten the early points. Then Natabi, jersey number 5. And now Dorothy, jersey number 8, with the running tag on Mankirat. Awori with the tag on Amandeep Kaur. This New Zealand match did really well, especially Parinur and Mankirat. Lasted 2 minutes, 49 seconds.
So 45 seconds remain. They're happy about it, but they want to fetch more. If they can manage to get this badge out in 45 seconds, it'll be just masterclass by Uganda. But anything that comes from here, Iknur, Elisa, Grace on floor for New Zealand as defenders. Anything that comes from Uganda here will be definitely a bonus, but they need to tag. Last 32 seconds remain in this first attacking turn. Mind you, this is the knockout, first quarterfinal, women's category of the Kho Kho World Cup.
New Zealand are used to scoring defensive points, Munish. Today, it just hasn't happened for them. Uganda have hit them hard. Change of direction again and again, but you can't do that against the Vizier. You will lose out. And so does Alisa as she is tagged out.
Unlucky there, Alisa just slipped. Oh, one more tagging done! Grace Ashley has been tagged so well, but number 6, Lubando. And the turn comes to an end. They could wipe out the match, but they got 4 points in that last match, and very well done, Uganda. Strong start for them, and if they are a good team, they need to come out and defend well too.
Even with a few seconds left on the clock, Uganda went hard with that last match, got those 2 players out. The intensity with which they have gone for those attacking points, it has worked for them after they won the toss and opted to attack. New Zealand with no defensive points today, which is usually their strength. They've been hit hard. What will their response be? As mentioned, Uganda are absolutely on the money with their defense as well.
With their swift, they attacked early on, created the pressure, and this was their turn. It's not happening there. 34 attacking points. What a start to the first quarter-final of the Kho Kho World Cup. The women's quarter-final, Uganda versus New Zealand. India versus Bangladesh will be the 4th quarter-final for women's at 6:45 in the evening today. And it'll be followed by the game between India and Sri Lanka at 8 p.m. Stay with us as the live action continues.
In quarter-final 1 against New Zealand is Uganda, who will be defending now. New Zealand, well, they didn't get any defensive points. They'll be relying heavily on their Wazir, Ashley Palmer, Alisa, Grace, Eknoor, their attackers who've been on the money this tournament with those attacking points. What can they do? The damage will be very, very important. Gets a running tag first up, gets the start. Grace with the first points.
What a start for New Zealand, and that's a fitting reply to what Uganda did to them. And there was quick early strike, and that's exactly what they need. They need more coordination here. That's number 7, Khushmeet Kaur. Wazir comes into play. This will be vital for New Zealand.
Burst of pace from Ashley Palmer. Eknoor now. These 4 attackers have been on the money for New Zealand throughout this tournament. KK Sidhu's a skipper with a quick tag. They're going for the chain attack, but no, the defender, Ojal, she's very, very agile.
And they did the right thing. They're just focusing now on number 2 of Uganda, that is Nankumba. Mind you, wearing the number 3 jersey is Ojal Grace. She was the Wazir and she's quick. Well done, good dodge. And Khushmeet Kaur Sidhu was slow enough, taking a long run now, giving the pass to number 95, Alisa Fenimore. Quick pass, Simran Kaur Khosa chasing, but good defending by Uganda.
This is Parinur, 11-year-old with the Kho now. More than a minute on the batch time for this batch. This is batch number 1 for Uganda. They're putting a good defensive shift in. First up, chase here for New Zealand. They have to chase hard. They're having to chase hard, in fact. Quick change of direction. They're running not in rings. They're taking steps through in between the attackers and using the post for defense as well.
That was a late go by Khushmeet Kaur Sidhu. Was just waiting for the Ugandan defenders to take the first move, but then there it is. Number 7, Khushmeet Kaur Sidhu coming back. And that's the circle defense. What number 3, Ojal Grace, is doing. She's going to circle around and she's eating up seconds now. 1 minute 57 seconds gone. Now it's 2 minutes. And after 3 minutes, the dream run bonus point will come for Uganda.
And now Ashley Palmer, the Wazir, in action. Just a little late on their cause. Just a little late on their energy as well, New Zealand. They had 2 matches yesterday, so I'm wondering if that is the impact. But at the moment, Uganda on the money. Change of direction there from Nankumba, and Ashley Palmer now in action.
Big difference between the Wazir of Uganda and New Zealand. The Wazir was quick. One of the Wazir is playing as a defender at the moment. Ojal, number 3, she's playing around. Now, another 25 seconds to go before the first dream run points come for Uganda. And I fancy them getting one. Nice dodge there. And Eknoor Kaur had no clue where she was going. She's claiming that she went out of the bounds, but then the umpires are very agile.
Ashley Palmer, the Wazir now. Simran gets the call. Can she chase down Nankumba? Uganda had 2 low-scoring games against Kenya and England. Meanwhile, the dream run is on. 3 minutes for this batch on the mat.
It was in the coming. And they're claiming a touch. They get one. Mankumba is out. But they've got a strong defender in the form of Ojil Grace, wearing the number 3 jersey. Another dream run will come. We're just waiting now. 10 more seconds to go before another dream run comes in. Ojil wearing the number 3 t-shirt.
Another 3 seconds. 2-1, and there is another dream run point for Uganda. They had low-scoring games against Kenya and England, which outlined their defensive technique as well, which they are putting to good use here.
Circling around and then running straight down to the post on the far side. Turns around Ojil. You know what? I'm anticipating 2 more dream run points. She's full with stamina. How is she going to manage her speed? Because she's going to come out and attack also in turn number 3. Ojil, well done. And that was a nice dodge given by her.
Dream run point coming in for Ojil Grace. Another one. Now it's 4 minutes on the clock. She goes deep in the attacker's block to change direction, forcing the attacker to come in late. But the change of direction is on point, and then she's hopping across the central lane easily as well. Burst of pace from Alisa, but not good enough.
10 seconds. The countdown begins. Another dream run point coming in. Diving! Tag done! Well done. That is Alisa Fenimore. And what she's done is denied 1 more dream run point to New Zealand.
4 minutes, 29 seconds on the mat for batch number 1. Lot of hard work for New Zealand. Grace and Alisa with the tagging in this batch. But New Zealand, just as in defense, they were made to work really hard. Using her reach, as we have seen through the tournament. Alisa, the low tag, getting the final points from that batch. The next batch is now ready for Uganda.
And you know what? That skydive meant and defined everything for New Zealand. It's hard work as attackers for New Zealand. Look at the difference, 37-6. They were 34 Uganda in their attacking turn. They got 3 dream run points. The 4th was in the coming. But then New Zealand just closed the shutters at the right time. Avori, Natabi, Zalwango are in the next batch. I tell you what, they've really tired the attackers, and it's going to be hard work for New Zealand attackers. They need something spectacular here, something magical to get points.
New Zealand have to be much more agile, much more quick in this batch. Simran with a burst of pace, but Awari just getting away. Egnur with now the change of direction, just looking where the defender was going. Ashley Palmer with a change of direction at the post. New Zealand have to be a lot quicker, lot better with their anticipation. Does she get the running tag? No. Amandeep Kaur not reaching out. Again with the Kho to Grace.
You know what? Sometimes the mind says that you can reach to the player, but then the last plunge that comes from the attackers, that matters the most. They tag 1 more, and number 9, Avori, who was a good attacker for Uganda, has been tagged, and she'll go back to the dugout.
Alisa with the decoy Kho. Now Kho's Aman who gets the ring attack going. Simran with a burst of pace. Now with Parinur in fact, and she tags Egnur. But again with the 2 defenders on the mat, that is really working well for Uganda. Each of them claims one end and just keeps running with a circle defense.
You know what Amandeep Kaur did there? She just told that we are focusing on number 4. Now they've shifted the focus on number 5 of Uganda, which is Natabi. She was a good attacker and she's doing a circle defense. She's going to the second sitter and then she comes back, goes to the post, and that's well planned tagging by New Zealand.
Running tag from Simran. 2 defenders out now for Uganda in this match. 1 minute 29 seconds on the clock. They've already got defensive points in this defensive turn. Just get the feeling that New Zealand haven't brought their Wazir much into play, but Aman has done the job for this batch. That's tagged out in 1 minute 41 seconds. 6 more points for New Zealand. They are replying in kind, but is there sufficient time left? Only 50 seconds on the clock.
This is what the damage has been done by Uganda. But at the moment, after this game, Iran, Kenya, the next quarterfinal, which is the first of the men's category, followed by South Africa, Kenya, England, South Africa, then play in the afternoon, which will be the second men's quarterfinal. Nepal, Iran quarterfinal will be followed by the men's quarterfinal, Bangladesh, Nepal, and then the 2 quarterfinals in the evening. India, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka. The men and women come out and they'll vie for chances for the semi-final. But at the moment, the turn 2 of this game is still on. This is the first attacking turn for New Zealand. And Uganda have just spoiled their chances because we are left with just 43 seconds in this game. And New Zealand way behind Uganda.
just get the feeling that New Zealand haven't used their Wazir properly in this attacking turn. Ashley Palmer has been very influential for them through this tournament. Today, she hasn't really come into the game with a quick Kho here, but Mankirat has to change direction.
Mankirat was in 2 minds. She needs to be quick, even if she change direction. Just be quick and just pass on the baton to your teammate. And that's nice tagging, well planned. Elisa Fenimore has been very agile as an attacker as far as the New Zealand is concerned. And one more tagging done. Grace Walters fetches 2 more points. But there's one more defender on the mat, and that is number 10, Nalubega.
Just 3 seconds on the clock. Can they get the last defender out as well? No, that's the end of the turn. And jersey number 10, Nalubega, survives. 16 points for New Zealand in that attacking turn. They replied well. But through the tournament, their attackers had come into the game. Today, it just wasn't possible against Uganda's defense.
37 points for Uganda. And at the moment, New Zealand need to get things right. First half gone, and it's a huge lead with Uganda. But they were made to work hard. And of course, New Zealand will have to come out and defend well. It all happened when Uganda attacked and got 34 points in the first turn. But when they came out defending, they got 3 dream run points. Spent a lot of time there. 4 minutes, 29 seconds for the first badge. And that was the highlight of this turn. It was an attacking turn for New Zealand, but Uganda snatched it away. Well then, coming up next is Iran versus Kenya, the men's first quarter-final after this game. And it'll be followed by another game which is on the cards. But at the moment, the action continues. Half at the moment, and Uganda seem to be filling all their columns. They've got 34 attack points, 3 defending points, 3 dream run points. But this is the crucial turn of the game. If New Zealand land up defending well, they have a chance. Otherwise, it's a huge lead.
And they have the best defenders of their side on the mat now. This is their first match with Amandeep, Parinoor and Mankirat. Remember, they have done wonders with the defense, dancing and hopping and waiting for the attacker to chase her. Parinoor getting her defensive technique already on point. Change in direction from the Wazir. In fact, the attacker was up from her spot early.
Early rise was a call by the umpire, and Wazir comes into play. They've changed the Wazir for this turn. I'm sure they'll do a substitution, quick substitutions. That's also a strategy so that they want those fresh legs of Wazir. But at the moment, New Zealand have come out with a plan. Number 2, Parinoor defending. Oh, she's been tagged! Just casual near the centre line, and she paid the price for it.
Just a touch slow, hopping across the central lane, and the running tag gets her out. Now, Mankirat, what can she do? She's now being chased by the Wazir, hops across the central lane, looking over her shoulder what the attacker is doing. Amandeep Kaur, meanwhile, at the other post, goes for the post dive. A worry, but is out of reach.
Amandeep Kaur, experience on her side. She's gone wide towards the far post, watching very carefully. Moves around, she'll do a circle defending for sure, saving her energy. That's hard work for attackers. Early rise was the call. A change of direction in the end. It's all happening, and that's giving extra seconds for the New Zealand defenders.
And Uganda this time a little lethargic on their attack, but no, burst of pace this time around from Nangumba, and she gets Mankirat with the running tag deep in the attacker's block. Just the lone defender remaining for New Zealand from batch 1.
First tagging for Nangumba in this turn, but 4th tagging. She's one of the highest scorers of Uganda. At the moment, the experienced Amandeep Kaur, she needs to stay there for herself, for her team. New Zealand, if they have to make a comeback, they have to defend well, and that's almost a tagging done. No whistle blown, seconds passing away. No reviews called. And direction change as well. So that's extra seconds gifted to New Zealand.
Natabi was appealing again and again and again, and Aman was saying no tag there, no tag there. As now she hops across the central lane. Big chase for the Wazir.
Uganda attacked wonderfully. Natabi with 10 points. Elisa, of course, of New Zealand with 6 points. But as we talk, the tagging has been done, and the first badge of defenders for New Zealand have been sent back in 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and that's well done, that what they did in the previous turn.
just about 30 plus seconds short of that dream run. If New Zealand have to come back in this game, it's this defensive turn that has to really work for them. Now it's Eknoor, Grace and Alisa who are coming onto the mat. That will be the batch number 2 for New Zealand. 2 minutes 20 seconds already down on the clock. What can Uganda do? They've got 6 points, 6 attacking points from this attacking turn so far. Just a little slower, just a little lethargic. Of course, this is the second attacking turn for Uganda. But can they get those burst of paces in?
Number 95, Alisa Marie Fenimore is a quick defender, but are they focusing on her? Yes, they are. They want to get the quick attacker, quick defender first. Nice pause, dive and claim! Well done! Clean touch, but full points.
Pause dive from Awori and a thigh slap to celebrate as well. She sends back Alisa. Now Grace and Eknoor on the mat for New Zealand. 30 seconds on the clock for this batch. Now the Wazir with a hard yard. Defense is off. Paramount running tag at the post and another tag. Grace is out.
You want to give that full points to the Wazir. Nice coordination there and giving the pass at the right time. And this is number 8, Eknoor Kaur. Early rise was the call. She'll get few more seconds. You need to coordinate well. Each time there's a wrong direction, early rise call. Go back to the box and tag as early as possible to your fellow player. That's what Uganda should be doing at the moment. They're slower than the turn 1.
Tabi with the running tag. Can another running tag come in here? Does Eknoor cross the central lane? No, the ref says she is out. And she's gone for a review here. We will have a defender's review. Eknoor appealing that she had crossed the central lane on time. We'll see what was the foul from jersey number 2, Nankumba.
TV umpire, defender review.
You know what? She asked for the review. The dugout said, come out. And she was reluctant. She said, I know there was no touch. She seems to be very confident. We'll get the visuals now. And the important part is the landing was done besides the center line. So that's very good attacking maneuver. But we'll go for the touch, whether there was a touch or no.
The umpire is Sudeep Masakar. There might be another angle here to see if there was any foul on the central lane. Remember, the attacker cannot... Any body part cannot be across the central lane when the tag is made and when the contact is made with the mat. Nankumba was very quickly up from her spot, got the tag. Eknoor was trying to cross the central lane, but did Nankumba make contact with the central lane? The decision is in. Nankumba was clean across the central lane. This match has been dispatched in 1 minute 17 seconds. Attacking points on the board for Uganda.
The 5th tagging done there. This was a worry with a spectacular post dive. And that was one of the spectacular moments of this turn. And then it was a tagging done to Grace Walters. And this is where we went for the TV review. And what a perfect finish on the mat after the completion of tagging.
Tell you, Uganda have been a tad slower in this attacking turn, but no lack of energy from Nankumba, who's got the Kho now. Very quick with that running tag, very quick thinking with the Kho as well. And the running tag comes in as well, another one, but change of direction and Lumbango has to go back.
49 is what Uganda have at the moment. 16 points for New Zealand. And one more tag comes in. Number 13, Ramandeep Kaur will go back. But this is a nice tactical attacking by Uganda. They started off slowly. They conceded 2 minutes 24 seconds to wipe off the first batch. But here they are, back in lead, crossing the 50-point mark.
Skipper Sidhu on the court at the moment. She's the lone defender from this batch. The Wazir with the chase. She goes back with the Kho and the post dive. Has she got the tag? Oh my God! What a post dive here to send by Sidhu. Rajwinder still on the mat though. Jersey number 10. 1 minute on the clock for this batch.
Well, then they need to defend well again. No extra points should be given from here. That's what New Zealand will be thinking. There was the experience of Rajvinder Kaur there, watching the attacker from the side of the shoulders. Wazir comes into play. We'll get a look at that tagging done. Nice sky dive as the live action continues. Tagging given. That was easy tagging for number 13, Ramandeep. So another badge sent back to the dugout. Uganda on to 55. And New Zealand are way behind.
1 minute 49 seconds still on the clock. Uganda extending their lead. 39-point lead now. New Zealand will have all to do in their final turn, which will be the attacking turn. Now, the Wazirs, Jyoti Rani, Ashley Palmer and Simran are part of the final batch on the mat for New Zealand. Can they run down the clock here? Uganda have found a burst of energy late in this attacking turn. Foul there, they have to go again. Is there a running tag? Yes, Ashley Palmer, the Wazir for New Zealand, is tagged out.
Well, you keep your eyes on the attackers. Even if they were given early rise violation, you need to keep the eyes on the attackers. At the moment, just 1 minute and 22 seconds remain. Uganda 57 points. They can fetch more. How far will they go? At least 10 points is what they must be eyeing. And this was a nice run by Jyoti Rani, the defender of New Zealand, just moving to the other side of the post.
It's the final defender of this match. Under 1 minute on this batch time clock. Big burst of energy from jersey number 6. Bango, just away from her reach. Jyoti Rani hopping over the central lane very well. Can she run down the clock? 50 seconds remaining.
Batch time is more than 1 minute, but as we were speaking, Jyoti has been tagged and she will go back to the dugout. That gives 2 more points to Uganda, or now to 61.
47 seconds remaining on the clock. Uganda stretching their lead. Ashley Palmer was the first one to go. Seems like an injury might be hampering her. Simran was the next one out. Jyoti spent some time at the post, defended well, but she was the final one tagged out. Now the next batch is in. The batch number 1 originally. Aman, Parinoor and Mankirat. Can they run down the clock now? 40 seconds remaining.
And if Uganda can manage 2 tags in this remaining 35 seconds, they'll be happy. They got 1. Might as well clean up the defense. The other 2 players who are there on the field, on the mat at the moment, targeting number 5 of New Zealand, which is Mankirat.
Wazir with the stylish call there. Now, Mankirat just hopping across the central lane, looking over her shoulder. That technique has served her well, but not this time. Wazir with the tag, but the ref, yes, the finger has gone out. And Mankirat is out. The review she asked for, not given. Aman still on the court.
Well, then number 5 was tagged, and so was number 1, Amandeep Kaur. So they've got 3 taggings. 65 Uganda now, after the end of their second attacking turn of this game. And New Zealand are still dancing here. Well, way behind. 16 is what New Zealand have here. They have to go beyond 65 if they have to win this game.
Quarterfinal 1, Uganda versus New Zealand. Uganda on the money. New Zealand's defensive technique not working for them today. They've had some star defenders because Awori, the likes of Awori and others among Uganda, they have been on the money with their skydives, with the smashing post dives. They have been the highlights of this attacking display from Uganda.
It's a 49-point lead now with Uganda. And New Zealand have to bring in something magical. What happens next? Stay tuned for live action as we take a small break now. Of the women's category of the first Kho Kho World Cup 2025. New Zealand have a big task in hand. And here they are, the last turn of the game and the second attacking turn. And within 5 seconds they get the first 2 points of this turn.
They've all to do here, New Zealand. All to do in this final attacking turn. Ashley Palmer, she hasn't been in the game in the first attacking turn. Can she come here? Aliza with the chase now. Grace is caught. They are the attackers that have to do the job for New Zealand here. But now this first patch, 2 defenders on the mat. Oroma Sharon, the skipper. Can she dance across the central lane here? She is hopping and enticing the attackers to come after her.
Good to see the coordination between the New Zealand attackers. Also, and they get one more tagging done. That's good work done. Good teamwork. And number 7, Kushmeet Kaur Sidhu, who plays as an all-rounder, has got the first 2 taggings for New Zealand.
Just the one defender remaining on the mat. This is jersey number 15, Tuhase. Now, Ashley Palmer with a change, quick change in direction. The Wazir can do that, but the Grace with a hard burst of pace. Has she got the tag? Yes, she has. 1 minute, 2 seconds to get the batch out. But the review has been taken here by Tuhase.
That looked very close. She's taken the review, number 15, which is Tuhase. That's Mr. K. Narayan, the chief referee of the day. They look very confident, the New Zealand side. Grace Walters had no doubts that the touch was made. She was wide of the center line too.
She's been good with her reach throughout the tournament. Has she got another tag here? She was away from the central line. Decision in New Zealand's favour here. Tuhase is out. Grace gets the tag, gets the job done. 1 minute, 3 seconds on the clock to get the first match. First tag in this match, it was from the skipper Sidhu, and then she got the second one as well. Counterpart tagged out, and then Grace with the final one.
Well, the next set of defensive badges on the field. But what bigger thing would you want? The mother and daughter for New Zealand right there as attackers for their national side. Number 7, Kushmeet Kaur Sidhu, and her daughter Parinoor. Mother and daughter in the attacking arena, trying to fetch the maximum points for New Zealand. At the moment, it's a huge way to go, and of course, a lot of hard work to be done.
Ignore with a hard chase. Change of direction late from jersey number 2, Nankumba. She is very pacey, Nankumba. Now, Ashley Palmer with a tag on Sidhu. Ojil, Grace, the Wazir for Uganda. She has defensive duty now. Ignore with the quick Kho on Ashley Palmer, who has to do the job here for New Zealand.
Well, then, this is where New Zealand need to be very quick. The margin is too much. They need some spectacular moments here. And 95, Elisa is quick and almost got a tagging done.
It was interesting change of direction at the post. The attacker can change direction at the post or in the free zone. Nankumba with a late change. She goes deep into the attacker's block. Doesn't work for her. Another 2 points from Grace.
Simple touch, and she went out of bounds as well. So 2 more points added, but then look at the difference there. New Zealand gave away many points to Uganda in the first attacking turn. Uganda got 34 attacking points in turn 1, and that made all the difference. This was very close. Number 20 for New Zealand, Simran Khosa. Took quite a while to give the pass. Number 90, Grace Walters comes in, but good defending by Uganda. The Gava winning the number 8. Justice is playing around with the attackers.
Parinoor with a step on that post line and change of direction. The attacker is allowed to do that. Now the skipper Sidhu with a hard chase. New Zealand are running short on time. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Ashley Palmer, the Wazir, she hasn't come into the game today. Parinoor with his outstretched hand. Change of direction late, but Ojil Grace is managed to dodge her.
That's called good dodging by Ojil. She dodged thrice. And this is where New Zealand are made to work hard. The batch time, of course, beyond 2 minutes now. If they land up spending 3 minutes, there's another dream run point coming in their cards. Mind you, they got 3 dream run points in their defensive turn.
49-point lead Uganda had going into this turn. It's down to 43, but now 2 minutes 22 seconds batch time. Can they get a dream run point and extend that lead thanks to their defense? It's a ring attack now, but it's not working. They are slowing down here, the New Zealand attackers. They have to bring the Wazir into play. Ashley Palmer hasn't been that effective. Simran with the early rise. Can she chase? No.
Now this is good defending, and we are approaching the dream run point for Uganda. They got 3 in the first defensive turn. 10 more seconds to go. And they will fetch not 1, but they'll go beyond that. Every 30 seconds after 3 minutes will get them 1 dream run point. Here comes the first one.
The lead is extended to 44. Simran gets the tag. No. There was change of direction. Ojil Grace survives. Now Grace for New Zealand. Decoy Kho, but doesn't work. Simran with the Kho again. Now it's Nankumba who's holding the post at the far end. Ojil Grace at the other end. This is good defensive strategy from Uganda's batch.
When you find two defenders standing on the post on either sides, you can make out what pressure are the attackers in. Another dream run point comes in for Uganda. They've sealed the game. There's no way that now New Zealand can make a comeback. And the semi-final spot for me has been sealed by Uganda.
45-point lead now. New Zealand lagging in energy. But are they lagging in spirit as well? No. They are keeping on the pursuit. Parinur gets the Kho. The hard chase is on. Uganda's defenders doing really well. 4 minutes on the batch time. Another dream run point.
3 dream run points in the first defensive turn and 3 in this turn as well. So well done Uganda with the defense. A good attacking side. They've sensed victory. They've started celebrating already in the dugout. But at the moment the game goes on. New Zealand, can they manage a touch here? Both the defenders, number 8 Nagawa and number 3 Ojil Grace, going so strong. Another dream run on the cards.
Ashley Palmer, change of direction at the post and she goes for the Kho. Another dream run point. The Wazir hasn't been effective for New Zealand. It has impacted their overall offensive game. Alyssa with a low tag with another 2 points. But there's still another defender remaining on the mat. This batch is running down the clock. Ojil Grace, jersey number 3, doing the trick for Uganda.
They've got 7 dream run points in this game. They're going ahead for the 8th dream run point. 5 more seconds to go. And this is game and match sealed by Uganda. Another dream run point coming in.
Less than a minute on the clock. New Zealand need inspiration. They need burst of speed and energy. But mathematically, this could be out of their reach. Eknoor with the hard yards. Now, quick toes between Grace and Aliza. Back to Eknoor. This is beyond New Zealand's reach now.
5 minutes and 25 seconds. The batch has stayed on the mat. And here comes another dream run point for them. What a performance by Uganda. They were so graceful with their attack. And they are so solid with their defense.
Change of turn from Ojil. She survives. Uganda were tested against Kenya, against England. Their attack and defense has been on point. The clock is running down. 3 seconds on the clock. Uganda have done it. Ojil Grace has done it. Uganda are into the semi-finals of the Kho Kho World Cup.
First team to qualify for the semi-finals, Uganda. In what style? The defender number 3 on your screen, Ojil Grace, was dodging till the last minute. And that speaks about the defensive class of Uganda. They've created history here. In the first Kho Kho World Cup, the first team to qualify for the semi-finals. The Uganda women's team is dancing on the beats, dancing on the tunes. They've beaten New Zealand convincingly.
New Zealand had finished second in their group, Group D. Uganda were top of Group B. Now they have beaten New Zealand in what was a thrilling game. It was complete domination in terms of defense, really, from Uganda. They denied New Zealand's strength, which was defense, and then accrued those defensive points to stop New Zealand's march in this tournament. And now it's time to celebrate.
When they came out dancing, they were dancing before the game started. And this is one of the flavors of Kho Kho World Cup 2025, where every winning team and losing team, they dance together. You see Uganda dancing at the moment. And I tell you what, they're dancing on the rhythms. And they were very rhythmic when they were on the court, attacking, defending, and a perfect side. Surely the best side, a strong side, Uganda have made their way to the semi-finals.
Uganda versus New Zealand in the first quarter-final. New Zealand's attack not on point today. Ashley Palmer, their Wazir, not coming into the game. That meant that they suffered offensively. And they were made to suffer defensively as well. 11-year-old Parinur, not as influential. Ojil Grace, jersey number 3, the Wazir and the defender. She was influential. Uganda into the semis.
They're dancing too. The team New Zealand along with Uganda. That has been one of the great spirits that we've seen in this World Cup. Confirmations there. 45-point victory for Uganda. 34 attacking points in turn 1, 28 in attack 2. But what made the difference was the defense of Uganda. 3 dream run points in first and 6 in second. And this was the difference that Uganda caused, denying any attacking points to New Zealand. It all started with a lot of fervor, a lot of excitement, but Uganda was splendid. They were fabulous in turn 1 of their attack.
34 attacking points for Uganda. More importantly, they denied New Zealand any defensive points, which has been their strength through the tournament. Farinur, Mankirat, Aman, they were not as influential in defense today. Completely outmaneuvered, outplayed by Uganda in that attacking turn. And not just once, but twice over. And later on, when it was turn to defend, Lisa Grace, Ashley Palmer, not as influential today for New Zealand. And that is something that affected their offense as well. Aliza and Grace tried hard with their running tags, with their low touches. But Ashley Palmer, the Wazir, just not coming into the game today. And New Zealand suffered.
Well, then New Zealand had to extract the maximum when they came out to attack. But then the defense of Uganda made all the difference. They got 3 dream run points in turn 1. And when they came out attacking, they went on the attacking spree again. They were classy, they were strong, technically perfect, and their basics right. And some of these shots that tell about the class of Uganda. Skydives, post dives, and of course, they were never short of fetching the points, be it attack or defense.
A couple of post dives from Uganda were the highlight. Harirur and Mankirat not impactful in the second defensive turn either. And then it was about stretching their lead. They came into the second innings with a 49-point lead. It was down quickly to 43 as New Zealand got the quick tags in. But then came the defensive masterclass from Ojal Grace. Uganda getting those super run in, dream run in, getting those points in, winning the first quarterfinal 71-26. It's an all quarterfinal lineup here on day 5 as we are on the road to the final. The knockouts of the Kho Kho World Cup are on. Iran, Kenya, the men's quarterfinal action coming up next. And of course, India will be in action in the evening. The women's quarterfinal against Bangladesh, 6:45. Against Sri Lanka, the men's quarterfinal at 8 p.m. We'll take a short break and be back with a post-match presentation.
What a victory for Uganda. Just outclassing New Zealand. There were some nice performances. We'll go down to the presentation ceremony. Ocean Sharma is in the waiting.
Well, I'm ready because the quarterfinals have begun, and what an amazing game between Uganda and New Zealand women's game to start off the day. Now it's time to present the awards and rewards of the said game. For the first award, I would like to invite Dr. Syed Asghar Ali, Chairman Referee Board KKFI, to present the Best Attacker of the Match award, and this one goes to Grace Ashley Walters. Incredible speed from the jersey number 90. She has been mind-blowing throughout all the games, and this speed got them this award. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Supriya Dogra, Organizing Committee Member KKFI, to present the Best Defender of the Match award, and this one goes to Nankumba Rose from Uganda. As we have seen amazing feats of all those points coming down, a defender is always very, very important to get all those incredible points. Next up, may I ask Mr. S.S. Malik, General Secretary, Kho Kho Association Delhi, to present the Player of the Match award. And it's once again going to the same player, Ojal Grace. Back-to-back, amazing performances by this player, and it's not the first time she's receiving this award. She is incredible with the game, and she knows what a game is. Well, that's it from the post-game presentation, but stick around because quarterfinals are definitely heating up with all the games coming forward. Thank you.
What a performance, and Ojal Grace just taking the laurels away. So was Nankumba, the 2 star players of Uganda. Well then, the next game is the first quarterfinal of the men's category. It's Iran versus Kenya on the other side.